Welcome to Drive to Run. This video is to help you decide which of the 5 trim levels of the 2022 Honda CR-V might be best for you. First, a pricing overview. The 2022 Honda CR-V starts at $27,625 for a base LX front-wheel drive model and continues all the way up to $38,625 for a touring hybrid all-wheel drive. All of those prices include the mandatory destination charge. As I've mentioned in other videos, my analysis assumes that you're paying MSRP. If your dealer is charging a markup on a particular trim powertrain combination, then you may need to reconsider which trim level makes the most sense for you. Or better yet, find another dealer that isn't doing these price adjustments. On the 2022 CR-V, there are 5 trim levels offered: the LX, the Special Edition, the EX, the EXL, and the Touring. And all-wheel drive is available across all trim levels for a $1,500 upcharge, except for the Touring trim, which comes standard with all-wheel drive. The hybrid models are only available with all-wheel drive and on trims EX and above. Those cost $1,200 more than their non-hybrid all-wheel drive trim mates. Unlike the RAV4, the hybrid isn't as much of a no-brainer selection on the CR-V, primarily because with the hybrid, you actually lose some cargo capacity. As hopefully you can see in the pictures, with the hybrid, you won't have the adjustable lower cargo floor anymore, and you also won't get a spare tire. On top of that, according to the EPA, the fuel economy increase for the hybrid compared to the gas model is less than 10% on the highway, whereas on the RAV4, the increase is closer to 20%. So those downsides may make the hybrid a bit less attractive to you depending on your use case. So just keep that in mind. Before jumping into the CR-V's trim specifics, a quick plug to subscribe if you find this video useful. At 100 subscribers, I'll reveal what the first car was that I ever bought, which may either increase or decrease my credibility in your mind. We'll see. One thing to note that's a little bit different with Honda: they don't offer many options within their trim levels. The trim you choose really does equate to the car you'll get. They don't offer the ability to option things like a premium package or technology package that get you close to the next trim without stepping up formally to that trim. So, beginning with the LX, I'd skip it. Not because there's anything inherently bad about it, but because you get so much value by spending the $1,200 more to get the Special Edition. For that $1,200, you get heated seats, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, smart key access with remote start, dual zone climate, and a 6-speaker sound system compared to the LX's 4. The main downside to the Special Edition is that the only interior option is black cloth. You can step up from the Special Edition to the EX for $1,310, and while you get some good equipment for that amount, I don't think they're as critical items to get. You'll get things like a moonroof, fog lights, power driver's seat, tinted windows, and blind spot monitoring. The one thing I want to call Honda out on is for holding out blind spot monitoring until the EX trim level. Toyota at least offers it as an option on the base level RAV4, so to see it restricted to the EX trims and above is a bit disappointing. The EXL's main features above a EX are a leather interior and power tailgate for $2,590 more. Considering putting in aftermarket leather would likely cost around $2,000, I'd consider it worth it in comparison to the EX only, but I'll come back to that in a minute. Finally, the Touring trim. For $3,200 more than the EXL all-wheel drive, since Touring comes standard with all-wheel drive, you get roof rails, full LED headlights, premium sound, larger rims, and a navigation system. Quite honestly, that's a pretty big price to pay for items that I really don't think are critical, so I generally wouldn't recommend the Touring trim. For example, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto offered on Special Edition trims and above, you can run navigation through your phone apps like Waze seamlessly into the vehicle. So I really don't see the value in paying up for the Touring trim. Where does that leave me? I'd probably skip the LX because you get so many useful features stepping up to the Special Edition without a huge jump in price. I definitely not recommend buying the touring trim because there's nothing really compelling in that package. My recommendation would be to stick to the special edition. Yes, that means you can't get the hybrid powertrain, but as I mentioned earlier, there are enough downsides to the hybrid that I'd probably skip it. Then, if I felt like I needed leather or even just a lighter interior color, I'd take the special edition and add seat covers or go to the aftermarket for a professional leather installation, and that would probably cost $2,000 versus the $4,000 you'd spend to step up from the special edition all the way to the EXL trim to get factory leather. Feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments section. Hopefully you found this video useful, and if so, please like and subscribe, and you can always direct message me through Twitter and Instagram at Drive to Run. Thanks again.